GG!
Test. That was a test to make sure it all worked. Hi guys, how you doing? I think everything looks good enough. Actually, slightly annoyingly. You don't need to see more of my shoulders anyway. Hi there, Burn. How you doing? All these servers, by the way, say Modpak. Just depending on which one I want to run. I'm alright. I gotta get myself into streaming more. I've been kind of not doing it lately. Just woke up a couple hours ago, though. Oh, good, it's raining. I guess it's not nighttime, though. Doesn't look like it. This is weird. I think I like this dirt here. Hi there, scissors. Guess I better show off what I've been doing. Oh look, there's the village that I'm heading towards. Getting there. I'm just barely bypassing alongside this giant ravine. Well, it's not that big, but yeah. Nothing fancy in there either. I fell down there once to check it out. Totally on purpose. Didn't die. Also, I have a horse down there in the ravine. Doesn't have a saddle in there on it anymore because I don't think I'll ever be able to get him back out of there, but I'd have to build a big staircase to get that horse out of there. I literally hopped off the horse for like 2 seconds to sleep in a bed, like over by that little pond, and the horse just beelined right off the edge into the friggin' ravine. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. As I'm laying in the bed waiting for it to switch to daytime. Oof, right down in the ravine. Yes, I've made progress. I've been working on this a lot. I kind of get in fits and spurts where I either don't want to play this game at all or I play it a lot. Stupid rain. Just gonna wait for the daytime to come around. I mean, I could cheat and just make the weather clear. You know what? I'm gonna do that because otherwise it's just gonna look good. Much better. Yeah. It's pretty challenging with this railroad system, Rails of War, because I think I mentioned it before, but you have to, that's too bad, I think, but you have to go like 16 blocks in a straight line and not on a diagonal, on a straight, just to go up or down 1 block of elevation. So you end up building it as high as you need it and then kind of leaving it there. And this is what happens when you do that. You build massive bridge. I wasn't expecting this, I don't know why, but I wasn't quite expecting this bridge to be this big, but it's this big. Came out pretty good though. I mean, this part is pretty much just like what we were building last time I was streaming. Just mostly straight bridge with just some like pillars every so often. 3 blocks in between. But this part, where you're going over the water... Now, technically, I really could have done this just like that. Because this water is only like 1 or 2 blocks deep. You know? But I said, you know what? This is like a big waterway. We're going to make a big bridge for it. Something other than just that kind of style. So that's what I came up with. I came up with a truss bridge. And I kind of wish that I did the truss underneath, but that's much more of a pain to figure out how to do. And there was some pain involved in this bridge anyway, because, you know, I've been playing, yeah, that doesn't work. I've been playing vanilla with my nephew, and in vanilla, and in 1.16, the newest version, well, ever since like 1.13, you can swim deep. You can go down more than a block deep of water, and you can swim fast. This is, of course, 1.7, so that doesn't exist yet. I'm gonna get my controls all messed up. So I'm playing Minecraft 2 different ways now. I took away the block. Okay, so this is where we left off with the stream. We built that. We started clearing this area. Well, I flattened this out. Had to do some fill on this side, and some digging on this side, and put in some walls. That's concrete, by the way. Retaining wall, I guess. Something so it's just not, you know, bare stone and dirt against the wall there. Now, the problem with building a truss bridge like this, where the truss is on the deck side on the top, is usually... Let's see if I have any slabs so I can explain this a little better. Yeah. Usually with a truss bridge, you have the trusses on either side, and then you have a straight piece going across the middle to tie the two sides together. I can't really do that too well here, because the train needs 5 blocks wide and 5 blocks high. So I had to kind of fudge it with putting this concrete wall up here. Actually, this is stone post now. It looks just like the concrete wall, actually. It's almost exactly the same looking. So this is kind of like a lighting bracket almost, just so I can have the lighting on the bridge, because you don't want monsters spawning here. You know, I never actually hit F7 to see if anything would spawn. Okay, it's yellow. Yellow X's means monsters will spawn at the night. Red X's means they'll spawn any time of day because it's dark enough. But it looks like it's pretty clear up here. And I wasn't sure if I quite lit it up enough because I don't have any lighting down here on the base level. It's all up high. It looks okay. Oh, I was saying it looks okay. We need some lighting here. Okay. Oh, I never put lanterns on this side, huh? No. Okay, well, there's your problem. Now I got a pillar back up there. Since I have these X's, I can just sleep through the night. Okay. Let's see, some lanterns. I think I was using these, right? Don't really have enough of these nether ones. Yeah. That should be it. Glad I don't have to put them in the middle of the main span somewhere, because you can't really hang them off the edge of the slabs. So I'd have to put them like that, which would look kind of stupid. But thankfully, I don't have to do that. There's no X's here. Okay. 7. So yeah, I put kind of these fence. It's kind of like, well, wall, I guess you call it. But it doesn't blend in nice. And then with this main section, first I think I had these slabs probably like that, which I thought was okay. But then I brought the train in, and yes, technically the train wasn't clipping on it, but you could see, like, it wasn't slowing down the train or anything, but you could see the like the little smokestack and stuff from the caboose cutting through it, which didn't look too good. So I used some stairs and I raised it up. First thing I tried to do was put more of this stone wall stuff just across the top, but it really didn't look too good. I mean, hell, I don't really look like what it looks like there either, but I didn't really have a choice. I guess I should have built the whole truss this high instead of doing the step down thing. Although, saying that, when I built this truss, I was very surprised that it actually worked out to be the perfect length. Just perfectly crossing the river. And if I did the whole thing with the bigger trusses, it would probably be longer. Or something, I don't know. It's got to grow on me a bit, but I think I like it. I do like how where I put the lantern on this wall, it makes like that little thing. I don't know what you call it, but that does look nice. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I used up all of my granite, which is what this is, and pretty much all of my andesite, which is what this is. Oh, hi there, Olivia. How you doing? Actually, I did a really dumb when I first started building this. This side of the truss, I built on this line instead. I was going to make the whole thing only 5 blocks wide. That doesn't work because you need a space on either side of the rails. So yeah, 7 blocks it is. So I had to tear down one whole side and redo it. Typical. It came out pretty good though. And now I've got another little bridge, not like the big truss bridge, but something like this to build until we finally get to that village up there. This valley. But like, even if I tried to stay more in the mountain over here so I didn't have to bridge as much, you'd still run into a cliff with the valley. I'm alright. I gotta get rid of that dirt now. That bridge is so freaking long. It's almost all bridge from the last village to the next one. Just past the haze there, there's the village that we came from. And then the reason why I end up not really, I do a lot of building and stuff, and then I don't end up really playing this world too much, or the other one that's based on Rails of War, is when you run the train around on it, the world doesn't load in too good. I mean, you guys saw it last time, but you're kind of floating in the air half the time while the world is trying to render. It's like, it's too much. My computer's really good right now, so it's just the mod. It's those big rails and the big train. It's just too taxing. But it looks good when you go around on the handcart because that's slower. I guess like if I had more people playing and they used it, they would probably just run around on the handcarts anyway. So kind of makes sense. Then on this end, there's a bit of a dirt fill. And I'll let you guys in on a secret. I saved materials by keeping it hollow underneath. Don't tell anybody. Actually, you see that even more right up ahead where I left off. I'm probably gonna have to make a run back to base because I think I'm probably gonna run out of smooth stone unless I built the bridge out of something else up here. I guess I can actually move the train up. So I've got the fill right up to the end of the curve there. Yeah, let's move the train back a bit. So leaving it over here, middle of nowhere. Getting low on iron too, so these rails just eat iron. It's just insane. I'm too stubborn to make an iron farm. I don't like killing iron golems anyway. Stop. The way the brakes work on this is very simple. It's just off, on. That's all there is to it. There's no like tapping the brakes. It's basically a handbrake, instant handbrake, which is something they're changing for the 112 version of the mod. But I guess I should show it off sometime. But the trains are only 1 block wide instead of 3 blocks wide, and the whole mod really only works in creative mode still, so it's gonna be a while before that's ready to really play with a survival world like this. So yeah, there's the next village we're heading towards. And this was like this because I was trying to lay out the curve. Can go now. Probably should have started the bridge back a little bit further, but it's really a pain to make a curved bridge, so I figured let me get the line straight and then we'll switch from fill to bridge. But this side was so high I said okay, we'll make a wall over here. And yes, so once again, don't tell anybody, but yeah, this thing's hollow. Hello, Phil. For a little while, when I was doing this mod on another world, if I was going to do a hollow like this, I made a point to take cobblestone and put it under the dirt so that at least there was stone supporting it, but yeah. It's Minecraft. Minecraft doesn't care about that, really. Now, no one will ever know. So we just gotta go straight line until we get to the other side where the land is high enough again. I haven't even had it. I was thinking of dropping down a block or two. I haven't even had a chance. It's been a curve, then a diagonal, and another curve. I don't really want to drop down while I'm up on a bridge. So, yeah. This is how it's worked out. Okay. Sleep. I've actually been playing a lot of vanilla 1.16 Minecraft with my nephew Jordan, and he had it in his head. He's like, okay, you're gonna make up the new server. We did this like last week or something, and I don't know why he didn't want to play on the world we already had, but whatever. He wanted to make a new one. Oh, it's got to be hardcore. It's got to be hardcore. I'm like, Jordan, hardcore means that if you die once, that's it. You never come back. You get one life. Like, yeah, I know. It's got to be hardcore. We'll be good. And he found this seed that starts you up right in a village, and villages are so overpowered now. You can get anything you want just from trading from the villagers if you know what you're doing. So, of course, we started off right in this nice village, and of course, it's spawning like 2 or 3 iron golems at a time. And Jordan's like, oh man, so much free iron, So he keeps killing these iron golems right from the start, because you can pillar up a couple of blocks and I guess they can't touch you, and you can kill them. I never even bothered trying killing an iron golem because I like them. But anyway, he's killing them for the iron, and what do you know, his first death, he gets killed by an iron golem. Of course, he tells me, oh, it was lag or something. I'm like, okay, whatever. So he's like, I get 3 lives. I'm like, okay. Because I guess even in hardcore you can press like F3 plus, I think it's N, and go into spectator mode. But if you're already in spectator mode because you died, when you do F3 plus N, it puts you back into regular survival mode. There you go, you're alive again. And of course he says I had 3 lives. He's on life like 4 or 5 by now. I've died twice. One of which because he started a friggin' raid in the village. He wants to start another one. Chaos. It's nice to come back to this where I'm just on my own, although I wouldn't mind having some friends join in. But I'm on my own. And I'm just, building the railroad at my own pace. Okay. Let's, first off, I think what I'll do, make these.
What's 1013? 1013 is,
how much? Oh, I don't have much of these left. I might have to do a different system for this. I don't know. Well, let's see. This bridge isn't going to be as long. 1, 2, 3.
wait, I see that up ahead. No.
Like mnemonic.
That is the Popo.
I made all those voice clips for the truck. 18 wheels of steel, pedal to metal, actually. Grass, the bane of my existence. And also seeds, the bane of my existence. I'm having to put a couple of regular bricks under there. Whatever. The other ones go here. Am I gonna squeeze by this freaking ravine without having to deal with it? Yeah. Except I dug stairs because I fell down there. Somewhere down there, Unless he walked into that lava. There's a horse. Yeah, there he is. That's actually my tamed horse. But he had to fall down there. I don't know if I'm going to go through the trouble of getting him out of there anytime soon. So I gotta build really, you know, like at least 2 block wide stairs and with a lot of head clearance. It's a pain. I just tamed another one already, so... Okay, that'll work. Mr. Cow, move. No? And I could kill you, but I don't have any reason to. Freaking grass. It will build this bridge correctly from the bottom up. It's so much easier to build a bridge in Minecraft from the top down, but it's very unrealistic, of course. One, two, three. Hard truck apocalypse music, I think. Oh, I don't see the groove player. Hold on. I forgot to put that somewhere where I can see it. Yeah. That's 2 Rise of Clans. And that's something I've completely forgotten to do lately, is I was going to playtest Hard Truck Apocalypse a bit more and make sure it was working. Seems like it is. Like I made it to the last boss on my own. But I have a feeling as soon as I try it, it's just gonna be trouble. Okay, 71. Yeah, that's... pretty sure that's the right height. Just really make sure that's the right height before I do all of that. Oh. I thought I was gonna walk across to check the height on the other side. I didn't build the bridge yet, you see. Red bear, please. Yep, 71. Break that. It'll probably end up being on the other side when it gets dark. Still a lot of dirt, yeah. Yep, dirt and cobblestone. 2 resources that most people think there's just way too much of in Minecraft, and probably just still in a box or throw in lava or something to get rid of. Oh, that's my life. Dirt and cobblestone. Need a lot of that in the railroad. Dark. This is that Sorcerer's Memorial music, I think. Yeah. Yes, sir. Always make sure you light up your hollow fills so that you don't fill them with monsters. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm not very good at aiming. Eventually the grass will open. Now, do I want 71? Now that we're finally straightened out and not on a bridge, do I want to drop down a block? Let's see. I guess we're going to go straight here. I haven't really figured out this end too much yet. Make a big curve. Looks like we need to curve a full 90 degrees. So we're at 67 now. 69. Nice. I think I want to stay at 71. Yeah, I don't want to drop down. It's actually 72. That's why I had to keep the line so high and build such a crazy bridge. There's a lava pit over there. That's beautiful. 72, actually, if anything. I want to step up before I make the turn. 72. And it could just one block deep trench isn't that big a deal. The ground is pretty level up here around 72. Oh, there's a dog statue. Gravestone. Rover fell too far and was finished by creeper. Oh, I don't have a vanilla shovel, so I can't see what's in there. With a vanilla shovel, you can right click and there's some goodies in there. Usually it's just rotten flesh and bones, but sometimes you can find some nice stuff. Like I had a diamond shovel I used for a while that I got from the grave. Although the gravestones that have really nice stuff are usually glowing. So that one wasn't. Or you could just break the gravestone with a mining pick, but when you do that, then place it back down, it doesn't have a name on anymore, but you can make a chisel to name it again. So we are not stepping down. If anything, we might end up going up. Let's see. I could just make this a solid fill. It's only one block. That, but I'm being cheap. I do have a lot of dirt. It goes quick. And dirt is technically a finite resource in Minecraft. You can't actually make more dirt. You can make cobblestone, you can't make dirt. Of course, most of the ground is made of dirt, so there's tons of it, but you can't make more. Of course, I don't think I've ever made a cobblestone generator. It's super easy to do, but I never had a reason to. I always mine enough that I don't need it. Okay, I have to do some figuring. Well, no, not yet. I have to build this bridge. You see. Do I have 4 of those nether stone? Nether stone, yeah. Oops. There goes my freaking backpack with all my worldly possessions in it. One of these days, I am gonna do that. And toss my backpack into like a lava pit or something, and I'm gonna cry. Because there's a lot of very important stuff in there. The rest of the lanterns are gonna have to be stone because I'm out of those. Yep. Now, what am I gonna make this bridge out of? If I want it to match all of the bridges that we just came from, it's gonna have to be chiseled plain stone again. Well, this is kind of a new bridge now, because we've had this whole section of fill, so we are separated. That whole bridge was back here. So I could make this one out of something else. Then once we get here, there's another village. So I'm gonna have to like come up here, curve this way. I don't even know if I want to do that actually. First, once I build this bridge, I'm gonna find my horse. We're gonna run around. Horse is in the last village, I remember now. We're gonna run around and scan the terrain, see what the heights of this area is. I mean, I could always cut through this forest a little bit. I need the wood anyway. Let's see how I want to approach this village. Then after this village, well, I might be done with this end of the line for a while. Just whenever I find villages, I want to link them up. Technically, when I build my railroads, I'm just looking for something like new or different. Like if I find a new biome, like the first thing I did, I started here, by the way, in the middle of these mountains, and the first thing I did was go this way. So it's like, oh, there's a forest over here. And I'm like, where's the main line gonna go? Oh, there's a village over here on the other side of the mountain range. But this way... See, this way it's gonna be a lot of building through nothing until we finally get where I want to go. Like, there's no villages this way or anything. Because 1.7 villages are still only in the plains or the desert. That's the only place you can find a village. Nowadays, villages can be in any biome. This line is going to have to go up here. It's going to have to stay up in the mountains and go all around here. Main goal I want to find here, though, and I forgot for a little while, but right here, it's hard to tell. Zoom in. There you go. This is a big old graveyard. All these little gray dots are graves. This thing here is a mausoleum. Under the mausoleum, you can go down the stairs. It's a big giant crypt full of all sorts of monster spawners, and there's all these blocks that you walk on that changes the time of day to nighttime and thunderstorms and all that fun stuff. I don't really mess around with these, but it's a cool thing to link up to see and everything. Although this one's got a lot of water in it. This one's not too great. But it's the first one I found so far on this world. But if other people want to play on this server, sometimes they like to make a big adventure out of going down there, and there's even like a spawner for Endermen, I think, which can be very useful, of course. And then over here, this is a magical forest biome. Thaumcraft magical forest, which is pretty neat too. So maybe sometime between here and here, I can try to work my way down off the mountain, although that's going to be tricky. So yeah. Okay, what am I building this bridge out of? Let's see how much stone I have. I think I'm gonna have to do cobblestone. I don't think I have much regular stone left, and I don't feel like cooking a lot on the... Yes, I could. Like, look how much cobble I have. I can just chisel cobble. And it's a straight bridge too, which makes it a lot easier. That's andesite, that's andesite, that's andesite, that's concrete. I don't think I can do anything nice in concrete, really. Concrete is going to be for concrete walls. There's 46 stone there. Of course, it's getting dark. Always. Oh, I don't have any stone left. Okay, well that makes my decision a little easier. Cobblestone it is. I don't want to cook up that much stone. And I do have coke, so I could cook a bunch of stone, really. Where's my bed? I left it over there. It went. Turn around. Alright, turn back. We slept. Good morning, everyone. Oh, I have 2 stacks of stone here. You know what? That might be enough. Yeah, I can cook up a couple stacks of stone, actually. I think that'll be enough. Just stole that from there. Inventory. I hate seeds. Bane of my existence. I need, coke. I waste coal when you have coke. Actually, I think I'm out of my regular coal. Furnace is that. There you go. Give me this bamboo shoot, because I can plant that somewhere. Oh, I don't know how bamboo works with these mods. I don't think you can make it into sticks like the bamboo in nowadays in vanilla Minecraft. Start with a stack of that. And a stack of that. So I'm going to need twice as much of these as the other. This does line up, right? Don't tell me I screwed that up. What does that look like? It doesn't line up. Better be an opt. Oh, come on. That's all I was trying to do. I think I might have just enough of these too. These. Don't know though. Stick this in here, stick that back in there. That can turn back. I just want to make sure I didn't screw this up. Pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Making my work. Guess I should have started with the center so that once I use up all the blocks doing the center line, then I know I can turn everything else to the panels. Well, let me do that now. Whatever these ones are called. Usually, especially when I have to curve, I always start with the outside edge, but this is a very simple straight bridge, so shouldn't have to do that. Well, I started out with 64 of these, so I guess that's going to tell me how long this bridge is. Just about +2 though. Okay, so pretend there's 7 left. 64 minus 7 is 60, about 56, 55, somewhere around there. Math. That's how long this bridge is, in case anybody was wondering. Side at all, yeah. Simple little bridge after the wacky big bridge. Okay, I'm getting lazy and not doing my counting. This just makes it a lot easier to see. I mean, lanterns have to go on eventually anyway, and it makes it a lot easier to see where to put the posts on from underneath. Oh, we're so close. 3, 6, 7. Of course, I have 7 more. Well, it's cooking. So these. Oh, I'm gonna need more lanterns. Of course. Those take up stone too. Could make them out of a few other materials. Like sandstone would probably be even nicer because it would pop against the stone. These kind of blend in maybe a little too much, but oh well. Not really though. They're more white than gray. Wrong button. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. 7 of those first off. Now, do I have more torches in my inventory? No. Okay, I remember I had like an extra stack floating around in here for a while, but I did use them, so I need more. Okay, more coke. More coke. So how's everybody doing? Ah, what'd I do? My sword go. Don't do that. Where was that? Not quite sure exactly what happened there. I've been confuzzled myself by right-clicking and going in here and screwing everything up. Right. Coke for torches. That's what I was doing. Normally it takes 16 coal to make a stack of torches, but with coke it only takes 8. And that'll be enough for me, I think. Oh look, I made a perfect 64. And I still don't have my bed with me. God damn it. I'm going the wrong way. Wrong way, Magoo. Bridge is this way. So what we're gonna do is see. Well, I mean, there's a bed in here, right? Yeah, we'll just sleep here. There. But oh, I need the crafting table in here. It'd be neat if they could make it so you could actually sleep in there, but I understand why you can't, because what if the train's moving? You can't sleep while you're moving around in a train. That's how you make lanterns. It's enough for now, anyway. They say the devil's water, it ain't so sweet. Don't have to drink right now. But you can dip your every once in a while. This is one of my favorite remixes of Sonic music. It just works so well. A lot of the Michael Jackson ones are really good too, but 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, I'm an idiot. I usually do every other freaking post with these lanterns, not every one. Every one is too much. So. Yeah, every other post. Derp. I mean, I guess I can get these in now. And now it's raining. That's my penance for not sleeping through, not actually using the bed. Come on. Oh. It's the wrong thing. That's the problem. Got the wrong thing selected, you see. That's why I ran out of lanterns. I wasn't to every other post. I think I'm gonna have just enough of these posts, I hope. So if I don't, I have to go back to base to build more because it takes rebar, which I do have a bunch of. Stone and rebar. Cook up a bunch more stone at the redstone furnaces, which would go a lot quicker than cooking them one stack at a time. Look loose. But we're almost to the village. I'm not gonna quite make it. I do have some concrete wall that looks pretty much just like this post, but I'll know that it's different. Sure. Wait, where'd I get one from? I don't know. Go with it. I need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I'm out. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what the concrete wall looks like. I need like 6 of them. Can I sleep? Come with me then. So every other. We'll take out this one. Of course, it's going to drop on the ground every time. Or I can drop down with it. That works. As long as I don't drop any down in that stupid ravine. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't really have to do that from above now, did I? Okay, I think that's it. Getting low on melons. I still have a lot of potatoes, so. No. Let's see what these concrete This looks like. First, can we sleep for real now? Yet, please. It's dark, right? It's hard to tell when it's raining. Nope. They do not match like that. That's kind of a neat look, though. Let me see something. I want to try something with these stone posts. Like if I have... Like I noticed a while ago with these stone posts, if you just put one underneath like that, it makes like a different design. Now what happens if I take the concrete and build on with that? What does that look like? It doesn't connect. Oh. Oh well. An attempt was made. Okay. Uh-huh. Did you fall all the way over there? Okay, all done. This one section of post is fatter than the rest, but no one will ever know. Right, Sans? We need to make rail next. Then I gotta figure out the frickin' curve to get over to the village. Which means we're gonna have to do math. I sleep yet? No. Oh, I see. That's the sun going down over there. Just use up the rest of that coke. Okay. Nope, 3. That's how much iron it takes to make these freaking rails. Away. 2 blocks and 4 ingots of iron to make a 16 block long straight section. That's a lot of iron. But hey, it makes a good sound when you place it on the ground. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on. Because I gotta get across the bridge. 2 more. At least. Oh, that's why you couldn't get in, Sturgy. Right, you changed it. Yep. Oh well. Figured it out eventually, right? 1, 2. I think I was gonna make 3. Oh, I'm out of wood. Oh, right. Yep. That all my... No, I have more wood in the train. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I've had situations where like that where I thought I was hacked. Happens to everybody. It was Flowey, you see. probably just make these into sticks. Yep. It's very expensive, yeah. But you get such nice rails out of it, though. You get these big 3-block wide rails. Yeah, it's very expensive. Yeah, I've kind of wrestled with that idea in my head, but I think it kind of makes sense, though, just because of how big these rails are. Although, well, it is 3-block wide, but the iron part is only this part and this part, so who knows. I go through a cycle where I build the railroad for a while, I run out of iron, and then I spend a lot of time mining for iron. It's kind of a good cycle, though, I don't know. And there's the bridge we just built. Very simple little straight one. That's a ravine that I'm about to run into. Now, you didn't see the truss bridge because you couldn't log in, right? Or were you watching without logging in? Okay. I'll show you then. I'm gonna move the train back a bit first. It's plenty, I just need to move back over the bridge. Actually, this isn't a very good idea to park the... Yeah, I love how the wheels actually turn and the connecting rods and everything. That's something that Traincraft does not do. Should have parked the train on the bridge, though, because this type of bridge I only build 3 blocks wide, so whenever you hop out of the train, you fall. It's not that big of a fall, though. But Traincraft has a bunch of different steam engines and stuff, but the wheels and the connecting rods don't move. There's no animation to it. I don't want to throw another straight down because I'm pretty sure I'm going to start curving here. Alright. Just... a little OCD about what I have in what spot on the hotbar. Don't mind me. So we're just gonna like walk through the train here a little bit. It's okay. Trust me, I'm a doctor. And you can only place a hand car or train car down on a straight piece of track. You can't place it on a curve and you can't place it on a diagonal. So that can cause some issues. Actually, I think I'm gonna get my horse so we can scope out further north. So, go back to where we left off last time I streamed this. This is all new. You haven't seen it yet, Sturgy. I did this off screen. Because I was probably doing it in the middle of the night or whatever, and I just, I didn't feel like streaming it, I guess. This is where we left off. This section here is what we built on stream. We just kind of ended cutting into this hill. Okay. cut in here, and then we built the bridge. I built the bridge off screen. Just kind of ended with leveling off this shelf, I think, last time we streamed. I'll get the horse. Come back. Is there anything else I needed from the village? I don't think so. I don't think there's much of anything here, really. I'm gonna have to BRB food in a little while, I think. I don't think I'm gonna stop streaming, because I've only been streaming for a little bit. I think I'll actually just do a BRB and eat fast. Actually, it might not be soon, because I think we're getting Chinese food. Oh, there's my horse. He's right here. Made some silly stairs just to use them up, probably. I don't have a lead to tie it down. I'm gonna have to make a little pen, which is fine because I have tons of cobblestone wall anyway. So, out of concrete wall, I'm out of stone posts. To know. What's that? A pig with a wacky hat, isn't it? Yes. It's a pig with a cat holding a fish on its head. Good. Very good. It's a hat. Actually, I think I will be right back. I have to disconnect because it's a server, so if I don't disconnect, it'll get dark and I'll die. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Nope, I was BRB for a second too. And it's dark. And then I slept. Obviously, because the village is right there anyway, so I could have just gone in there and slept. But I don't want monsters to spawn. Wendy's. We don't get Wendy's too often because it's more expensive than Burger King or McDonald's. It's usually McDonald's. But Wendy's is the best as far as the burgers. It's the best meat. Burger King's pretty good. Usually I tier it like McDonald's is kind of at the bottom. It's still pretty good, but you know, for fast food, of course. And then you got Burger King, and then you got Wendy's. Stego cooler. Oh, that's my nephew Jordan. Always trying to play. He can't get on this server. He's running vanilla. Oh, I might have to stop if he wants to play. That's partially why I haven't been streaming this whole weekend, is because I've been playing vanilla with him, and I don't want to stream that. Last night he told me he was done with Minecraft. He's not done with it anymore. I'll have to figure out how to run multiple servers someday. Anywho, this is where we left off last stream. We built this bridge here. And we kind of ended with leveling off this shelf on the hillside here. Okay, I get it, Jordan. Tell him. He's just gonna keep trying. Oh, you tried to call? Open more than one port, you mean, Olivia? Have two different ports open. Because now I can stop this server and then run the vanilla server. But if I want two at the same time, I guess I would have to open multiple ports. Last time I tried to do port forwarding, it took us 2 days of wrestling with the modem to make it work.
Hire said okay.
Okay, good. You got my message. He's gonna stop trying to call and connect now. Good. It's not really that big of a deal because my nephew, he's not gonna play on his own anyway. He always wants to play with me, which is kind of silly because he does his own thing, and I hide in my mountain most of the time because he does all this wacky stuff like starting raids in the village and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, have fun with that. I know I'm gonna die. So yeah, that's how the bridge turned out. Pretty good. Not too terribly crazy about these gray posts with the lights on it, but I had to light it up somehow, so that's what I did. And it ties the two sides together. And then just more of the same kind of bridge here. This bridge ended up being really big, really long. But it's a big huge valley that I had to cross. This is all some fill. And then here we are. Okay, let me get my bed that I left here. Like an idiot. Before I stop, I'll just start trying to... Oh, sorry. Start trying to come up with a plan for this curve. Don't mind me, I'm just penning in my horse. Wait a minute. Oh, that must be... How did you walk through one block? No, horses are 2 blocks wide. I know this to be true. You cannot walk through... Oh, you can walk through there. I see. Oh, because it's the corner. Guess. No? What? Huh. Oh, 2 blocks at the top, 1 block at the bottom, huh? It's funny. Yeah. Could have sworn I remember making a pen with 1 block notched out. And the horse couldn't get out. Let's make a gate. I got some wood. Yeah, wood fence probably. Yeah, I'm gonna make a gate. Oh, right, and if you have a gate and leave it open, then he can't get out, probably. Yep, I don't have to worry about closing the gate, at least. It's just temporarily. I always do this with the horses, because even if I have a lead with a wooden fence, as soon as, at least in 1.7, as soon as you leave the area where you left the horse tied up, the frickin' lead breaks half the time. And it just breaks and falls on the floor, and then it disappears. Now, with the more modern versions of Minecraft, I think that doesn't happen anymore. But it definitely happens in this version. Let's see. Pretty sure... Oh no, we have to do math. Not math. OBS, for some reason, I'm hitting the button to make the window smaller, and it makes it bigger and off the top of my screen, and then I have to drag the window across all 3 screens to get to the top bar to make it smaller again. This is really silly to do that, because that's where the snow pad is. Yeah. Well, the new villages are a lot more interesting, and they really made the village mechanics better. The villager mechanics. Like with the whole job system and everything. And you don't have to build a ton of wooden doors to get the villagers to spawn. That's always annoying. 1.7, yeah. What I'm not crazy about with the modern Minecraft is the pillagers and the raids. I think that's a bit too much. Well, I like the pillagers, but the raid system where you get all these waves of all sorts of crazy pillagers and stuff that's pretty much guaranteed to kill you a lot. That I'm not so crazy about. I don't know, that takes it a little step too far in my opinion. And it's easy to avoid as long as you kill the pillager with the banner away from a village and then drink some milk, then you're not going to get a raid. You don't like the new Nether? Yeah, I haven't really messed around with the Nether and the new stuff yet. Okay. I have, you can't see it unless I capture the window, but that's okay. I have a list of how many blocks these curves are. I think, I'm gonna guess, just by looking at the map here. Actually, hold on. Let me see. This curve here is all 6s. I think this is going to be 2 6s, actually. I was thinking a 9 and a 6. But I think it's going to be 2 6s. Let's do some math. Oh my god, it's dark again. Please. I don't know what made him possessed him to pick that as a name, but okay. Alright. Now, what block are we at? 4069 goes up. And 1034 goes down. I've done that before. Or I pause the live stream thinking it'll just stay there while I go to the bathroom or something, and it's like, wait a minute. That's not how that works. So we're going to see. I think it's going to be 2 6s. So 45 forward and 19 over. So get my calculator. 69. Now this isn't an exact science, but it gets me pretty close. Plus 45. 41. 14. Plus 19. Well, that's 34. 44, 54. 10. 53. Okay, so wait a minute, did I do the wrong thing? I got the numbers backwards, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, I went up instead of down. That's what I did. 1034 minus 19. $10.15. Okay. Height of 72. 40. 14. So according to my math, this is where it's going to end up, but it's never really perfect. It should be like diagonal like that. Yeah, I definitely want to do 6s. I don't want to do a 3 because sometimes the train can get stuck on a 3. That's how I started Minecraft, Olivia. I started Minecraft, well, I started it by playing Classic in the browser, but survival was already a thing. But you didn't have to actually buy it yet. You could, I don't remember how exactly it worked, but you could play the game without buying it, and it wasn't in the, there was a launcher, but yeah, it was early survival. It was version 1.4.7, and then when 1.5 came out, they added the ability to make redstone blocks I was like, oh, you can combine your redstone into blocks, and that is what got me to buy the game, because then I had to buy the game to get that update. Okay, so now yeah. Sorry, I'm confusing myself with coordinates. It's a pain. So now 10, 17. Now the long way is going to be that way. So same numbers but swap them. So 4114 is going to go up, but only by 19. $33. 4133. I can't read. 1015 is going to go down the long way, so down by 45. And 70? I think that's right. Oh, okay. It's Rails of War. You start with version 1.7.10, and then you got to put Forge. I think I wrote it out in the Minecraft section of my Discord. I might have missed something when I sent the files over, and that might be the problem too. $71, actually. The right height. Should be right there. Okay. I'm gonna make 2 number 6 curves. I'm gonna cry when you see how much iron it costs me. It would, right? Yeah, it would. Okay, I do have oak here too. Actually, don't take that birch if I have that much oak. Put that there. What else is missing here? I don't know. Have that for now. Ow. I'll watch this. Freaking 4 blocks of iron and 2 ingots for each curve, and I'm making 2 curves right now. Although, these curves are really long. But still, that's a lot of iron. Oh, yeah, that's a YouTuber that you watch a lot of, right? Okay. Let's see how close my math was. Well, Minecraft is so versatile, too. You can play vanilla, you can play modded. I was pretty close. Not quite, but pretty close. Right. Height? Oh, yeah. I don't have to block too high. Yeah, vanilla, you can play modded, there's all different versions, you can play creative if that's your thing. Tekkit, yep. A lot of people like Tekkit. These railroad mods are kind of buggy and wacky and laggy, but damn it, I can run trains, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's not even close. Actually, it's pretty close. I don't mind if there's a little bit of gap that I have to fill in, but I have to get it to line up, so... I'm gonna go like forward 2 and left 1. This is the fun part. Now, when I first started playing this Rails of War mod, they didn't have the ability to lay down this preview of the track yet. So, you had to lay out dirt, the whole section of where you think that rail's gonna go, just to get the track down, and then dig away all the dirt around it. That was pain. Now at least they have this preview that you can set down, and it's dark and I don't have my bed, so it's light. It's just a convenience thing. I do have a bed close by, it's just whatever. Wow, that's pretty awesome. I have a texture pack. I never use it, but I do have it, where somebody drew out all of the textures with color pencils. It's like, wow, that's awesome. Okay, it needs to go to its left. Go forward 2 and left like 3. Laying out these curves is something else. So 1, 2. Let's see what that is. This is where multiplayer would come in handy. Have somebody else on the other end saying, nope, go forward 1, go left 1. Okay, that's too far forward. It still needs to go left. On to crossover. Nice. Really? Right. Getting 2 curves to line up end to end is probably the worst. If you have like a diagonal in between or something, then that helps. Looked like it needed to go over 3, but I'm just not good at judging this. Like it's close, but not exact. Really? See if I go forward. Should kick it over too. 2 forward, 1 right, you think? I don't mind if there's a little gap, so let me just try to get the rail lined up. Let me go left one. I feel like I'm so close right now, though. It's like if I go too far forward and the two ends are overlapping, then I gotta almost start over. Oh, that's it, I think. Wow. Okay. I thought it was gonna be lined up with a gap, but I think that's it. That's close enough to figure out the fill from there. Okay, good. Oof. What a pain. Got it. I think most people that mess around with this mod just do it on a super flat world so they don't have to deal with it. They can just, just throw the rails down. Only thing in the way are the villages. Just because I'm a little anal about these kinds of things. Why was there a second splash? Oh yay, some clay. Now if this was my Traincraft world, I'd be going nuts over this clay because I need it to make ballast for under the tracks. And it takes a lot of clay. It takes a ridiculous amount of clay. But I don't do that in this world, so I'm not too worried about the clay. Though I do like making the red bricks, which is clay, so. Yeah, whatever. I don't care what the rest of the lake looks like. Okay. Are we gonna go up one more block? Could. We're gonna buzz right along the side of this gravel path for the village. Boy, this village is a little wacky. Trucking or done? Oh. My vote is trucking. That's just me. Oh, there's a mound full of monsters, spawners in there. That's a good thing to have next to a village. Actually, it probably kind of is a good thing to have because it kind of keeps the number of other monsters down. New Cascadia? Nice. It's just this one house out on its own over here. This village is gonna have to fence it in and build a lot of extra village houses and stuff, I think. Eventually. I kind of like the idea of this path gonna be right next to the railroad. Could build the station actually over here, maybe, on the other side of the path. This church is a weird... there's a mod. I don't even know what mod it is, but it builds churches, but it builds them slightly different. And this one specifically, yeah, I think you noticed it. Whoops! One side of the church didn't spawn. Oh my. I've seen that happen with vanilla churches too, where for some reason it just didn't build the one wall. I'll have to do that. I have a bunch of cobblestone, it's just a straight wall on the side. But also what's missing, and it is always missing with this modded church, is that like extra little room that goes off on one side. That doesn't happen with the modded church for some reason. But it's got a block of glowstone here, and it's got a chest with a Thaumanomicon. Oh, it's probably Thaumcraft. International interior. Oh, nice. It is nice. Oh, that's cool, Olivia. That's really cool. Does that work in multiplayer? I guess if it's all like client-side type stuff, you would think it would. It's a save edit. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool, then. Where's my freaking bed? Oh, I have another bed in here. No, I don't have another bed. I did. I have wool. Well, let's rectify this situation. Did that already. I gotta sleep now. So monsters don't spawn in. I haven't fenced in this village yet. It's for client server. Very cool. That's one of the reasons why I don't really play MP is most of the trucks I drive are all modded. Like I haven't really messed around with the vanilla trucks in a while though. And I know like the Cascadia and the Lone Star, Freightliner Cascadia, International Lone Star. They have some really nice vanilla ones now. Now there's a train craft car. Okay. Ground somewhere. Yeah. They did make some really nice trucks. I like the 389, the classic. I like old trucks. They're pretty similar, but yeah, 379's a bit older. I had a really nice 379 mod by Outlaw, I think, Outlaw Customs or something, for a long time, but I doubt it still works. I actually haven't tried it, but I doubt it still works with all the sound changes they made and everything else. That was a nice truck, though. You could get a day cab, a regular sleeper, or you could get the big giant sleeper, the legacy sleeper, or whatever they call it. Never really got updated, so another truck that I really like that doesn't work anymore that never got updated is the 351. Now that's really my jam, the really old Peterbilt. Oh, you know what? I just picked up a mod that just came out. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a cab over. It's a Diamond Rio, R-E-O. That's an old truck. I didn't know they made Diamond Rio stuck around long enough to make cab overs, but I guess they did. Yeah, I've seen YouTube videos of them before. Yeah. America. Gotta have my completely outdated old trucks that don't exist anymore, like American cabovers that are just completely extinct now. Fortunately. I guess American cabovers were only a thing because for a while back in, like, I guess the 60s and 70s, they added regulations on trucks, or maybe they were always there, that limited the length of the truck, of the whole truck and trailer combined. So they made cabovers so that you could have longer trailers. But then by, like, I don't know when it was, maybe the 80s or 90s, they got rid of the regulation. So then they stopped making American cabovers and they just died. Yeah. And that's why Europe is all cabovers, probably, yeah. Now, Europe has been cabovers for so long, they make them so well, they don't shake you to death, probably. That's kind of the problem with the American cabovers, is they shake the hell out of you. They call them freight shakers. Or freightliners, but still. Yep. Yeah, people want that big giant engine in front of you. Yeah. Makes sense, really. Ow. Why did I park on the bridge? Oh, wrong one. You know, the funny thing here, you can hold shift and right click on these cars to access the inventory of them without going in them and then hopping out, but I always forget to do that. Oh, my inventory's full. I don't want these goddamn seats. Yeah, the aerodynamics. Yeah. Yep, it's just a brick. Just a square. The only advantage really of cabovers is if you do a lot of like inner city stuff. Like if somebody said did a lot of deliveries in and out of like New York City, for example, and had to make really tight turns all the time, then maybe I could see it. I think they only stopped making the Freightliner Argosy a few years ago. That was like the last holdout. And that's for America, probably in like Australia or something, they still make them. You like Argosies? I got one on American Truck Sim. There's a pretty good mod for it. I have it painted up like the truck and rig and roll. It's the same truck. Oh yes, your cheaty Scania. Yep, I see it. Red is my favorite, but I do like blue and green a lot too. So there you go, red, blue, green. That's all of them, right? Not a big fan of yellow, though. I always end up having to come back and fill in one of these notches to make it fit, but whatever. Being like super cheap. Can have spiders spawning in down here. Baby zombies. arrives at 7:30. I think pretty soon I'm gonna have to stop because I think dinner will be happening soonish anyway. And I guess my nephew wants to play for a little while, probably. That'll be vanilla. He's gonna go in the village and start a raid on purpose because he thinks it's fun. Children. Oh yeah, you're talking about the Lone Star. Yeah, that's a very acquired taste, I would say. The Lone Star. Everybody either loves it or hates it. I kind of like it. It's a bit much, though. It is a bit much. That grill. Yep. I'm surprised when they got the when SCS got the license for international, that's what they went for, the Lone Star. I mean, it's kind of a fan favorite, but does international still make those? PT Cruiser Prowler, yeah. Speaking of PT Cruiser, that's what my mom drives. And yeah, that's definitely an acquired taste. I kind of like the looks of the PT Cruiser. It's kind of sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. They're built horribly, though. Chrysler. That was when Chrysler was first starting to really go downhill. It's Daimler Chrysler. It was still okay then, but if you ever tried to work on a PT Cruiser, oh god. It's impossible. There's no working space in those things at all. Like, Mom's PT Cruiser, it's really treated her well, but she doesn't drive it much. And it's at like, about 80-ish thousand miles. Which means pretty soon she's gonna need a timing belt and a water pump. And because the PT Cruiser is such a pain in the ass to work on, that job's gonna be like pretty close to $1,000. And it's like, oh, don't got that kind of money lying around. So pretty soon that car's just gonna sit. Which is sad. But it's something that shouldn't be a huge job, but it is because that car is so packed in. Yeah, it's a neon with a dumb bot shape. Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. Yeah. Where did I leave my? Oh, there it is. Yeah. But we kind of got into that PT Cruiser when she first got it. Like I got a fancy like a Beltline chrome kit, so you have a nice little chrome strip going along the Beltline of the car. And then we got a chrome strip that goes up the middle of the hood, and then she got this chrome hood ornament, the goddess, to put on the top, and it's black with all the chrome. It looks nice, but as far mechanically speaking, they're horrible. Mostly red, and then I do like green and blue too. Yeah. The latest, wackiest issue that car has had, the PT, is this just happened to her like a week ago. Is she went to the laundromat and she did a couple of other errands, and the car was running fine. And then she tried to drive out of the laundromat, and she made it like a couple feet out of the spot, and the car died. And part of the compounding part of the problem is she wasn't realizing at the time that the engine was just cutting out. I guess it's quiet enough that you don't even notice right away. I don't know. I guess there was another car running in the parking lot too. But so she calls up John, and she says, "Oh, the car is frozen. Oh, it's frozen." What do you mean the car is frozen? Frozen in place. The engine wasn't running. That's your first problem. And so we went over there in a rush, and John made it sound to me like she was stuck out in the middle of the road, and I was like, oh god. But she wasn't. She was still in the parking lot, thank god. And so I get in the car. I'm like, what do you mean it's frozen? And then I tell her, okay, start it up. And she starts it up. It runs for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then it dies. It runs and dies a couple of times. And then a little bit, I checked the oil and stuff. I was like, oh god, did something seize up? But no, it was running fine. And it ran fine for a couple of seconds and died. And then so then I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then checked a few things, and then she tried to start it and it didn't start at all. And I'm like, okay, Mom, get out of the car, let me try to start it. And I tried to start it, sure enough, it wouldn't start. It wouldn't do anything. You turn the key and nothing. So then I look at the dashboard finally, which is what we should have done a little bit earlier, and there's a red dot lit up on the bottom of the gauges. And I'm like, what is that? And then I thought about it for a little bit, and I'm like, you know what? I think this is like a security thing with the key, like it's got a key with a unlock lock button. Like, is this like a security immobilizer thing? And sure enough, that's what it was. So I had Mom go back to the house and get the spare key. And sure enough, I was able... Now, with the main key, I was not able to use the unlock button in the key. It didn't do anything. I tried to press it, didn't do anything with the main key. So she got the spare key. And with the spare key, I hit the unlock button. And the car did the little, blink, unlock. And then the red light went out, and then it started fine. And then I took the other key, and I was able to start it with those two. Hold the main next to the... Oh. This was such a weird issue, though, because then I was like, okay, well, I guess you need... Only thing I could think of, really, is I was like, well, I guess you need a new battery in your main key, maybe. I mean, that doesn't explain why the immobilizer went on, but at least when you hit the unlock thing, it'll fix it. So she got a battery in the main key, and then I try it out. I'm like, okay, let's see if the unlock lock thing works. Now, also, I'll also say about this is the car's got wacky electrical issues for a while, and we haven't even bothered trying to use the unlock thing with the key for a very long time. We don't even bother locking the stupid car because it's a freaking PT Cruiser with peeling chrome and peeling paint, and who the hell, nobody's going to steal the damn thing. And most of the time when you try to use the key fob to unlock, it doesn't work. So we haven't used the stupid thing in years, the buttons. So then, after she gets the new battery, I'm like, okay, let's see if this does the unlock lock thing. Oh, I missed that. Okay. And with the new battery, still doesn't work. Try the spare key. The spare key was. Okay. I missed it, but okay. I believe it. So then I try the spare key, lock unlock works. I get in the car, I turn the key back and forth without starting it, and no immobilizer light. Then I turn with the spare key, then I do the main key back and forth. Then I get out of the car. Now, the main key will lock and unlock with the buttons, but the spare key won't. It literally alternates back and forth between the two keys. I hate new cars with a passion. Anything newer than 2000, I hate. This is why. What is this nonsense with the key working and the key not working? You never had to worry about a key working. The only time a key didn't work back in the day is if it was bent or broken. So now, of course, she's afraid to drive the car because she doesn't know what'll happen again. I'm like, it's gonna work, and I told her, I'm like, just carry both stupid keys around. Programming mode. like, just carry both stupid keys around, and when one, and you're gonna be fine with the main key unless it decides to go into that stupid immobilizer thing. Then you'll have to find which key will unlock it, and then that'll fix it. Yeah, part of the thing is with that car. This is pretty good. You know how if you have the key ignition and you have the door open, the bell dings a lot? Well, with hers, that bell will ding like crazy with the door open, whether or not the key's in the ignition. So somehow the key just counts as always being in, and that's probably a big part of the problem. It's been like that for a few years now. But it's like, I'm guessing probably replacing the ignition switch would fix it. But yeah, we haven't had to all this time. It's just if we end up having to get like new keys or have keys programmed or something like that, oh, that's probably going to cost a fortune. Because you have to get it from the dealer. It's 2006. I miss the days when the key was just a normal key, and if you wanted to make a copy of the key, you could just go to any old blacksmith and they would just cut you a copy, and it just worked. If I want extra security, I'll put on like some extra car alarm or something. Don't build it into the base car so that it's just another thing to break. It's like everybody nowadays has these like keyless entry things, and it's like, oh, that's great until it stops working. It's just something to break. So that was my rant. I will say a few years ago, she was having an issue with, you could turn the key to start it and the mobilizer light wasn't on, but nothing would happen. It wouldn't start. Like sometimes maybe if you played with the key a lot, you could get it to start just a tiny bit. You could get it to turn just a little bit. And so some mechanic friend of ours had it apart. I don't know, there was some kind of plastic piece in the ignition that broke off, and he glued it back together, and it fixed it. It's always started since then, but that's also when the issues started with, even if the car door is open with the key out, it would still ding. So it's like, I don't know. Also, before I looked it up recently, I thought the ignition switch would be a really expensive thing to replace, and it's actually not. It's only like $35 or something. Of course, you're going to have the labor of a mechanic taking apart the steering column to change it. Because I'll try to fix a few things on the car. I ain't going to mess around with wiring. That's just something I know I'm going to screw up. Yeah, the switch is cheap. Yeah. I thought it would be. 7:30. I think I should probably stop streaming. Didn't want to, but program it and change it. That's a pain. Yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna stop. I'm just looking at the clock and I'm thinking about Jordan trying to play. Just looking at that. I got a random piece of wood for some reason. Let me just see if I can place this curve. Oh. Now the next logical step in this would be if it would tell you where there's a problem, why it won't let you place the track down. That would be nice. I just have to kind of guess. Oh wait, is it the end? I'm not an idiot. Oh, it's probably the end. Duh. Oh. No, that's the next curve by now. Uh-huh. Yeah. That sounds about right. It's so weird though, because the car's been working fine for years, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it's like, nope, immobilizer. What? We didn't do anything. There we go. It's that fix with gluing the switch back together, whatever he did. That was like two plus years ago. Maybe it broke inside again. I don't know. But it's working. It's all working fine now. It's just I don't know if it's going to do the stupid security thing again. So, and she's just going to carry both keys around with her. Really, that's really all you do at the end of the day. Just carry both keys. When it decides it doesn't like the one key, you can just hit the button. Hopefully. Mom's ready to like freaking junk the car because of this. I'm like, it's a stupid little electrical thing. You don't junk a car because of that. It works fine. It's got 80,000 miles on it. I mean, I know for Chrysler it's getting up there mileage wise, but it does still runs fine normally. And she hasn't really had to put much money into it. Every once in a while she's had something to fix, but it'll go years before it needs something. That's pretty good, really. Yeah, I know PT Cruiser's supposed to be horrible, but that's not too bad because she doesn't drive it much. And she's afraid to go anywhere with it, though. She just drives around in town. No matter how much you tell her, Mom, that's literally the worst thing you can do with a car. It's just putz around in town, go to a couple of stores, run the car for 10-15 minutes and turn it back off. That wears out a car worse than driving back and forth to California or something. Doesn't matter. She's afraid to drive it anywhere. Yeah, and you need to like drive it at speed to rev it. Got Phil going right down into the water. Ta-da. It's a little lazy to do it that way, but whatever. Yep. Yeah, gotta get hot and rev. Crap, yeah. Yep. Every once in a while I get her to drive it somewhere a little bit, like at least like the next town over, so you have it up at like 50 miles an hour or something for a little while. Something. But yeah, she just thinks that it's just gonna break down for absolutely no reason. A lot of people are like that with cars, they just don't trust them. Yeah, make it rev. Right. Yeah, that could work. Okay. I looking at lava now? I wasn't looking at lava before. That would be a good thing. Runs pretty good. The only issue it has, and it's a very small issue,
Higher said.
is it leaks just a little bit of antifreeze, just a little tiny bit. Like if she was driving it every day, I would probably have to add it, I don't know, like once a month or something. It's just got a little tiny leak coming from, I think it's coming from top of the radiator. I think it's the thermostat housing, actually. I think that's like on the top of the radiator on that car for some reason. Makes it easier to get to, I think. But I think some mechanic told her once that it was like a dealer part. And I'm like, what do you mean the thermostat housing is a dealer part? I don't know. It's all plastic. That's really the issue, but it's a very, very slow leak. So, never really worried about it. Okay, that was my nephew. So I think I'm gonna stop streaming now, so I can switch the server back over vanilla, play with Jordan, and it's probably dinner time anyway. So, yep, that's gonna be it. Let's see how long did I actually stream for? It wasn't long. I started so late. Hours, yeah, that's pretty short for me. I might come back later after dinner and stuff, and I don't know, probably later it's gonna be like 10 o'clock because he played with me that late one night, so we'll see. Maybe. If I do come back, it'll probably be like Derail Valley. It won't be Minecraft again. I want to get back to streaming a bit more. I haven't been lately. Just haven't had the timing working out, I guess. But hey, we made a lot of progress. We made it from here, where we started today, around here. Made it up pretty much to the village. This turn is going to be interesting to get back up that way. Oh, that's fine, but... Anywho, I'll see you guys around later.